to kill him.
Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood's Willow series. Today we're going to answer the question, who is Ethna? We'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel for more Willow content, and like and share the video. This information is taken from the Willow Sourcebook by Varney. We don't need convincing that Ethna is the true hero in Willow. After all, she sacrificed her life to ensure Elora Danon escaped the dungeons of Nockmaar Castle. We also witnessed her incredible journey and will to defy Queen Bavmorda, and in the end, sent Elora Danon downstream Moses style. It is difficult, however, to talk about someone of whom there is no information. There is a crudely recorded tale by a minion in a nearby Nockmar camp that effectively illustrates Ethna's spirit of survival and the reality of her struggle and the generosity and sacrifice still lurking in the shadows of Nockmar's regions. As Ethna traveled the wastes surrounding Nockmar, she chose to double back toward the castle, as she believed that no one would suspect her, and for a while she was right. She came upon a trio of hunters, a couple named Kaldin and Latar, and Kaldin's best friend, Roke. Seeing how ragged and tired this elderly woman was, they invited her to share their camp. Ethna relayed how she had been outrunning death dogs and evading Nockmar minions. Her singular act of love and hope on behalf of the child was inspiring, and she relayed the importance of her actions through the prophecy that this child would overthrow the queen. The hunters grew dark in their demeanor when hearing of Nockmar's dungeons, and soon heard a Nockmar patrol approaching. The hunters' village had been annexed by Nockmar a year before, and held no love for Queen Bavmorda. They conferred with each other briefly as Roke posed the question, "For Niriensa?" The couple nodded in agreement, and they offered to assist Ethna downriver. They traveled the river via raft, and Ethna was terrified, having never been on a raft before. As they shoved off, they saw a tribe of Pohas galloping downstream toward them, shouting war cries. Pohas are subhuman savages. Roke made the heroic decision to draw them away, and left the raft, drawing half of the Pohas through the shallows and up a rocky bank. Roke began throwing rocks at the approaching Pohas, and as the raft continued downstream, the last they saw was Roke sliding down the ravine with a small avalanche behind him, shouting, "Niriensa!" With 3 Pohas still in pursuit, Kaldin hugged his wife Latar and leapt off the raft into the river. He found his footing and shot an arrow into the lead Poha's horse, who leapt onto the hunter. Their bodies were found floating downstream later. One of the final 2 Pohas leapt onto the raft, which unbalanced it, and everyone went into the river. Latar killed him with her dagger, while Ethna swam to the shore. As Latar fended off the final Pohas, she wounded him to prevent his pursuit of Ethna, but was ultimately captured by Nockmar minions. This account comes directly from Latar, who is still uncertain of the outcome of Ethna and the child, but continued defying Nockmar until her death, claiming it as revenge for Niriensa. It turns out that Niriensa was Roke's wife. She was pregnant and expecting their first child when Bavmorda's minions abducted her with the other pregnant mothers into Nockmar's dungeons, in expectation of Elora's birth. It was in those damp and unforgiving cells that Niriensa sickened and ultimately died. It was through aiding Ethna that Roke, Kaldin, and Latar seized the opportunity for revenge. In an ironic twist, it was Bavmorda's own savagery that proved to be her own downfall. We know that Ethna escaped through the forest thanks to the trio of hunters and was ultimately caught by death dogs at the River Freen. In her final moments of life, her only concern was for the child, and I cannot imagine anything more honorable. And that is all the time I have to talk about Ethna. Thank you for spending time with us. We would like to invite you to subscribe to this channel, and feel free to click the like button and share this video. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy-looking Nerf herders, may the Force be with you.